How have you actually found a robot in comparison to all the robots you've used in the past?
It gives me more of the configurations to manage my risk and all the parameters.
Do you think that it was worth the extra price that you paid for this robot in comparison to the other ones?
It is, yeah,
How long have you been running this robot for?
only a month,
A month. And how much have you
a
made
month,
in this month so far in euros?
almost three.
Well, first and foremost, I want you to give us a little bit of a brief overview of how your journey was with trading in general. When did you start trading?
Which one? You mean the manual trading or the bot trading?
Yeah, the manual trading, yeah.
The manual trading, I think it's around probably 6 years ago,
Right.
five to 6 years ago, yeah.
And how was your experience with that?
It's kind of like nightmare. Like initially it is okay, but throughout all different stages of the market conditions, some of the strategies not really working most of the times, and you have to learn into different strategies and use them again. In the end, you just mix with different multiple of the strategies at the same time. And it just
Yeah.
got like confused when is a proper time to enter the market or it's like a minimal risk to enter it, because at the same time I'm also working as a full-time job, so it's really hard to balance between these times. And in the end, just got my mentality or psychology got into it really crazy. So
Yeah.
I had to stop it for a while. Like, and then in the end, I also tried to use several bot strategies with even some of the bot sellers say claim that they able to pass a prop firm like 90%
Yeah.
passing rate, but most of the times it's just like 50% for me after I testing in a demo and the real challenges, and in the end just few of the challenges fail
Yeah.
blew up, yeah.
Yeah. And what actually made you try out the QTS robot? Because first and foremost, obviously, as you said, you tried out multiple robots in the past, they didn't work. What made you take that risk to try out the QTS robot?
For me, it's like since I already been into the community for joining for a while and keep observing all the chats and all the screenshot as well, and all the transparency record in the Telegram. So which makes me feel more confidence into it. And then I'm thinking like, since I already tried most of the bot and it's not working, so why shouldn't I just take a big leap step into it to try?
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
Yeah.
And obviously you've been using the robot for quite a while, and you've been one of our most prominent members within the community. You've been very, very helpful, helping a lot of people with different questions, and you've been testing it a lot. How have you actually found a robot in comparison to all the robots you've used in the past?
In the past, some of the bot they just only use one of the strategies, and then and one of the prop firm bot that I using before is like they're using in the most volatile session, which means they say they recommend to run it during the US session, which is the highest volatility, and even run with the news. So their TP and stop loss is kind of like 50%. So which means once the bot enter a trade, you just get a 50% of the accuracy, say that either the bot wins again with the trade with the news, or it just fail out completely during the day, and then you need to try again on the another day. So by accumulations frequencies, it's up to a certain of the percentage or probability, say that how many of the win rate you have in overall days. So if you got a bad luck, you might get a couple of weeks in really big drawdown, like their win rate is less than 40%. And
Yes.
then at some cases, at some certain time, and you might get like 60% or 70% win rate. So it's kind of up to probability trades opening for that bot. And then after that, I tested before like pure martingale strategies as
Yeah.
well with the bot, and there is no control or any limit. Just only say that you need to use the smallest lot, and then just keep on putting more capital. So it just wait until it goes retracement. So what if
Yeah.
it doesn't go retrace back? You just blew up the
Sometimes
whole
it
account.
doesn't.
Like
Yeah.
it is, yeah. But
Exactly.
for
Exactly.
QTS bot, it gives me more of the configurations to manage my risk and all the parameters. And by looking at the settings, I know how the bot is working like. So I can kind of like guessing how it is operating and how to control my risk into a minimal, and how to control the bot. Either it's running 24 hours per week, or
hmm
you just choose run. So
hmm
that gives me a lot of flexibility, which is really great for the bot and actually worth the cost as well. And
Amazing.
imagine
Amazing.
I probably almost made like almost able to cover up the fee that I'm paying for the bot just within a month. Like
I assume the price that you've paid for this robot is probably the most expensive robot that you've bought so far, in comparison probably to the other robots that you bought. Maybe they're $500 to $1,000. Do you think that it was worth the extra price that you paid for this robot in comparison to the other ones?
it is, yeah. Like what I've been paying for the few other bots. if you sum it up, it's almost the price as the QTS robot that I'm having it. And even for the more, I got the return back within less than a month. Like,
If you're interested in learning more about this robot that this client has used on their Forex accounts, then simply click the link down below to schedule a demo call in order to get access to more information on the QTS 2.0 robot. And how long have you been running this robot for?
only a month.
A month. And how much have you made in this month so far in euros?
In 750 deduct, I think I have almost 3,147 at the moment.
Amazing.
So probably around 2,700 made so far.
Amazing. So that's pretty much somebody's monthly salary you've made passively on your account, which is absolutely insane. That's amazing. That's amazing. And what's your plan going forward? Are you just going to keep growing this account? What are you looking to do now? What's your plan going forward?
For now, I just let it grow into the 4K, and I withdraw half of them and let the remaining 2K to run it under the same lot size, like 0.05 to 0.15 that I set for overall, and then let it growing bigger. And then once it's built up to 10K, then I withdraw half of them out just to go risk-free overall, and just let it build until even higher capital. Amazing. And I can do more higher lot sizes, and then just to cover like once I got it covered with my full-time jobs, I just quit it and do whatever personal upgrade for myself. If I want to learn something extras or want to enjoy life or have a holiday trip with my family, whatsoever is the plan
100%,
is. Yeah,
100% amazing. I'm really glad to hear that you've had a great experience with the QTS robot so far. One last thing I want to ask you is, how has your experience been with support and when you actually received the robot? So this is something that is of concern to a lot of people. What was the process and steps that, of course, when you paid for the robot, what did you go through and how quick was it to get you set up essentially?
Most of the time I will look up in the channel for see if my other people have been questioned before and got their answers. And then most of the time, if I have some query, I just put up in the support Telegram, even though it might take sometime a day because of I understand that support having multiple clients message them, probably like more than hundreds of them message. So it just take time for the support to go through, but I don't really have issues about it because the worst thing that I had is with the previous bot support is they never answered it. So this is kind of like a service really nice for the support. Whenever you have a query on it, you always got a question, you always got the answer, but just need to take some time and patience.
Amazing. I'm glad to hear. I'm glad to hear. And last question. How beginner friendly do you think robot trading is in setting up the QTS robot?
For beginners, obviously, when I going through the community, feels like some of the beginners, they really need some baby step to even guide through step by step because they never been using a bot before. So they might confuse when they're trying to set up a multiple account, they might don't know how to install multiple MT4 into a different folder path or even changing the name. And even they will need to make more clarification with the certain images say that this is the screenshot of the selection that you might need to change it. And because they might sometimes they couldn't, even though we listed up say that certain parameters need to be changed here, but when they scroll through the configuration, they might still confused. They couldn't find it most of the times.
Of course.
So I normally when the community members having some issues, I normally attach it along with my screenshot and say that this is where's the place that you need to go to. And with certain baby steps, they say that you need to go to the terminals file, direct to the open data folder and go to the logs if you need to pull up some journal logs, or even if you want to load some of my personal set that I uploaded in the community group, then you might need to open the bot and directly load the set files into it, and you just need to change certain parameters that you wish to change. Otherwise, everything are preset. Like most of the times, you need really in details.
Amazing. I'm glad to hear.
Yeah, but and also I was thinking also to drop some of the setup process as a PDF to the group members if that's possible as well.
I mean, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. I mean, I think it would help a lot and a lot of people out in the group, 100%. So yeah, that would definitely be much appreciated. I think a lot of people are appreciate that as well. I think a lot of people look at you in the group as like, like as a professional figure in there. A lot of people look up to you. A lot of people are learning from you. So once again, we really appreciate all the things that you're doing in the group and all the information that you're giving. You're helping people a lot more than you might think. So thank you.